It seems to me as if we're currently in an era where it is very easy to become, let's just say, internet famous. All you really gotta do is almost exactly emulate what's going on around YouTube these days, and you might be able to very easily skyrocket to the top of internet fame. And with how prevalent these videos have become among YouTube users, and with how it is very easy to copy their cookie-cutter videos, it has just been made that much easier to jump into YouTube, follow all of these steps, and become as famous as everyone else is right now. I don't want to say this is easy, but apparently you can easily just become Vine famous and then port yourself onto YouTube and become a superstar in a matter of seconds. There comes a problem with that though, and there's also a problem with the people who have had this fame for a while now. No matter how they try and spin it, they were probably trying to get famous from the very beginning. And with that comes a certain level of responsibility that you really have to hold yourself to. Now, with these teenagers that are becoming super famous within a blink of an eye, it may not be as easy for them to be able to realize these things as it is for, say, a 26-year-old who has been doing this for a few years. Say, somebody who might be using blackface or something like that. There comes a point when you need to realize that you are setting an example for people no matter if you want to or not. You've inadvertently turned yourself into a role model, whether or not you want to embrace it or not. That's not up to you, because you've put yourself out there and hundreds of thousands and millions of people watch you. You've really got to start thinking to yourself, am I going to offend somebody with the words that I'm saying? Or would my parents be okay with what I'm saying or what I'm doing? That isn't necessarily always a good thing to be judged by, because parents might not always set a good example for their children. Is it ever okay to wear blackface? The answer should always be no. Is it ever okay to make a parody song about rape? The answer should also be never. Should I be telling my impressionable teenage audience to go shave their arms because that's what I find desirable in a female? Never. Again, that might not be readily apparent to some growing up teenagers who have been brought up in the society that we live in. That, however, is not an excuse for anybody's actions. When you get X amount of viewers, or X amount of subscribers, or followers, or whatever, you should be given a manager, unfortunately, in these days. Those managers need to sit them down and make them realize that they have a certain level of responsibility now that they didn't have before, and if they don't like it, they need to get out. Whatever they do in their personal time off camera, by all means they can do whatever they want, but as long as they're on camera, and as long as they have impressionable people watching them, which is almost always going to be always, they are going to need people to tell them what to do because they are stupid and they will not realize that what they are saying is wrong. They need to be taught early and quickly that what they say can have a long-standing impact on whoever is watching them. And that also stems from all the other crap that's on the internet too, because if you see somebody doing blackface, you're going to think you can get away with anything. Like, honestly, how does Shane Dawson still have people watching him? I'd like to think that we could go back to the time when teenage boys didn't say stupid shit on the internet to hundreds of thousands of impressionable teenage girls, but you know what? I guess this is the internet, and there's always going to be stuff like that happening. Here's hoping we can educate people quick enough before stuff like this happens again, but I unfortunately doubt it.